These are anti-crime officers from the 110th precinct in Queens, messing with these young cats over here. They were messing with them, and then now they're talking with these people here. See what it is. They got a club right here. This is a Friday night. There's a club right here, right? And these kids, it's like 1:30 in the morning now, and they come out of these clubs. They come out, they hang out over here, and then these anti-crime officers, they know that this party goes on. As you can see, there's another anti-crime officer coming in right there. What's going on? Now they're looking into their cars. See? Now mind you, these kids ain't doing nothing. Alright? They're just coming out of that club. And these anti-crime officers came over here to harass them. See, they went back there. This is every weekend. Every weekend they do this. These anti-crime officers, they come over here and they harass people of color that actually rent out that hall right across the street. That's a hall that they rent out on the weekends, and they throw parties and stuff. And usually around this time, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, they come out of these clubs, and these anti-crime officers, they stake out this area and they run up on these kids up here for no reason. I mean, there's nothing wrong with coming out of a club and hanging out in front of the place, you know, talking, whatever the case may be. See, these are the guys here that those anti-crime officers, the ones that were over here, they're now walking across the street, and they're being smart. They breaking out. Okay, now they're getting in their vehicles. You see, this is what they do. They harass them, they question them, you know, and these anti-crime officers from the 110th precinct knows that this club is here. Every weekend, every Friday and Saturday night, these clubs rent and cater to people. Look what they're driving in. Look what they're driving in. See? And what they do, they stay around this area harassing these guys. And this is every weekend. Every weekend. You see, this club here, right, has permission from this bank to allow customers that come to this club to park their vehicles in this parking lot. This has been going on for months. And like I said, when they start coming out the club, they start coming out of this entrance here. As you can see, people are like leaving. They're starting to leave the club. And these anti-crime officers, they come out and they harass people. They got nothing better to do than harass people of color. See, everyone's going home. You know, everyone's getting in their cars and they're going home. But they have to be harassed because they're black and they're young and they're people of color. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. They just come out to harass you. As you can see, that none of these brothers got arrested. They didn't receive a summons because they did nothing wrong. So why should these anti-crime officers harass these people? You know, this is supposed to be a free country. See, people are starting to come out. See, they came back. The anti-crime officers came back. Look at them. They watching these kids. See that shit? They came back around and they babysitting. They harassing them. That's what they're doing. They standing there actually harassing them. Even though they're not physically harassing them, so they call them over. See that? See, this is what the anti-crime NYPD does. They harass people for no reason whatsoever. They came back around after they harassed them the first time. They came back around to make sure that they're leaving. I mean, what are they doing? They ain't doing shit. And this is what the NYPD does. Alright? If no one is committing a violation, if no one is committing any crimes or anything like that, there should be no reason why these anti-crime officers should be staking out or trying to intimidate these brothers over here. And that's exactly what they're doing. As you can see, they looks like they called over this one brother to talk to him. You know? It's crazy, man. You know, all these people, see? These are people that are just coming from the club. You know? Like I said, if everybody's minding their business, no one's committing any crimes or causing any problems, then they should be left the fuck alone. Why are they asking this lady so many questions, man? What the hell's going on? See, they just out here intimidating, riding around this club, hanging around. They're going in circles, harassing. All they doing is harassing people of color. That's all they doing out here. You see, they're getting in their cars over here. See, all they doing is getting in their cars, right? Because they're coming out of this club right here, and they get harassed. See, they left. See, they out here staking these brothers, man. You know, out there hunting these brothers. All they doing is having a good time. That's all they doing. You see, like these brothers here, right here. You know, they just coming out of the club, chilling, saying bye. You know, like any other normal person would do. You know, without being harassed by the 110th Precinct Anti-Crime Plainclothes Officers from 110th Precinct in Queens.